access to like a scanning code, a QR code, and you'll have access to it. I'll also email it. We'll also email it to all of you guys so that you have it as a copy and post it on our students' Google Classrooms. We do want to review some of the audience etiquette, which is just helpful so that we know that you are able to provide our super duper hardworking students with the highest level of respect possible. We ask that if you have young children, they're sitting with you in the audience, in the chairs. We do need, for fire safety reasons, to have this aisle closed. Opposite, open, so that if there was an emergency, so all of you are going to stand up and go back and sit with your parents. Thank you so much. It did mention that, and you guys were sitting in here. I really saw that. We also asked for not stand up holding your phone in a way that detracts from someone else's performance. I'll give you an example. My daughter had a concert last week that I went to, and I did not get to see her, but I did get to watch the dude in front of me whose child was playing the whole entire time. It is wonderful that you would like to record that and take a memory. Please go to the side so that the other people have the wonderful memory of seeing their own child and hearing them play and not having to watch somebody else's kid through your phone. We're also video recording, and that'll be on YouTube, posted to our Viking TV network, and we'll make that link available to you guys as soon as that is available. Mr. So, our band director, is going to start us off with our band. Thank you for being an amazingly quiet, listening audience, but there is something, if you know, you've been here before, that we need you to do really, really loud, and whenever a performance is over, a song is done, we need a super duper loud clapping sound from our audience. So can you guys just get us started with the biggest round of applause that you can get?
And being here to support our students. They've been doing such a great job. Over here you have the beginning band. We have some 4th and 5th graders, mostly 4th graders, but they've been doing a really great job at refining their sound. And you know, it's sometimes I tell my saxophones, we can really just honk away like a truck horn. But they really all refined their sound and become more professional as musicians. And they're ready to go to 5th grade, go into middle school, and really evolve that way. So first we're going to be playing a folk tune named Shoe Fly. You're going to hear each section play some of it. We're going to have our flutes, our clarinets and trumpets, our saxophones, trombones and baritones, and percussion are going to be featured the whole time. First. blown away. I was like, you guys sound so professional, you sound really great together. Our next piece is going to be Homework Blues. This is their first full page of music, right? And it's actually fun. It had kind of two meetings where it's May. We want to get them outside and playing, and they're feeling a little blue about homework. Some of them even have blue papers for homework blues, and it also follows a blues format for music. So each measure is each rehearsal phrase is 12 measures long in jazz, just like in jazz. So here's homework blues. For our beginning band, we sometimes have some transition time. Our percussionists are actually switching instruments, so they're playing xylophone, bass drum, snare drum, so sometimes you'll see us waiting for a couple seconds. So these guys, everybody in this band is putting in a lot of work to make that sound. We're going to turn it over to Mrs. Sharp and the orchestra.
Let's have one more round of applause for our beginner. Start off with a little do-re-mi medley, which might include some songs that you haven't heard before. One of the things that we work on really hard with our first year of learning a string instrument is being able to hear and play in tune, which is hard because we don't have any buttons to push and there's nothing that really we can feel on our instrument to help us be in tune. So we're really working on what do we hear and how does it sound. So we hope that you can hear that in our first medley of do-re-mi. together. And then we're going to divide into our upper strings. Violin and violas get a feature, and our cellos and bass will get a feature as well. Making sure our finger goes in the right place. And one key way that we learn that here at Brunswick Acres is through singing. We do a lot of singing in our orchestra program, and we sing songs, we learn them on the words, we learn the songs, and then we kind of learn about the notes that go behind it, what we would call the solfege part of that. So we're going to demonstrate through our next song, Let Us Chase the Squirrel, how we use this process in our learning to help us play more in tune so you can hear a more beautiful sound when you play. You're going to hear them you're going to hear them sing the words to our song, Let Us Chase the Squirrel. Raise your hand if you know the words to this song. Yeah, we play this, it's a game that we play in music classes where it's great, it's super fun. Chase each other and capture each other as squirrels, right? Right, you love it, awesome. And then they're going to decode that song and sing it on the notes, do, re, mi, sol, and then they're going to play it. And hopefully what you hear them play matches up with how beautiful they sing it as well. I sang the first note wrong for them, so if it sounded weird, it was my fault. I was nervous and I messed up. They sounded beautiful. Let's have one more round of applause for all of us. Thank you for your patience as we do a little bit of a transition. And we have these groups go put their instruments away and make some changes to make room for our next set of musicians. So thank you so much for your patience as we move some things around.
Thank you so much for your patience. We've had a lot of changing of people and of instruments as well. So you have right now in front of you, on the bottom of the stage, is our chamber band, aka previously known as our jazz band. We changed our name because we weren't really playing jazz music, but instead we were playing music for chamber groups or smaller groups. Because as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, we have 9 people right now. And Anunya, a 6th grader, who came and volunteered to help out and fill up our section a little in our band right now. Once we're all good with the drum set, we'll start. But you'll know this first tune is actually from Harry Potter. We're going to be playing Hedwig's theme and Harry's Wondrous World, featuring our flutes. Right, featuring our flutes primarily on the melody. This work is actually 2 movements, so I know we've been asking you to clap, but in between the 2 movements, once you hear the song stop, I actually want you to hold your applause and give them a roaring applause at the end of the whole song. Alrighty? It is really difficult to play in a smaller group because sometimes it feels like you're playing a solo sometimes, right? I think you guys can understand. It feels like you're the only one playing, but they did a really great job of powering through it and being confident in their parts. This is our G&T group, so we meet actually Wednesday morning before school, and we rehearse for 45 minutes, and we play these 2 songs. They need to know their advanced band songs and work on this as well outside of school. And they've been doing a really great job, and We have one fourth grader, we have Shrey in here, and the rest of us are fifth graders, so we're going to middle school soon, so we'll miss you really dearly. Our last piece is Vulcan Forge, and you'll hear it come fast, slow, and fast, and it's about the roving god and a smith, or a forge and an anvil. That's right, Augustus Shrey. Thank you for correcting. Alrighty, thank you so much. That was our GNT group, our chamber band. We're going to be changing over to our chamber strings with Mr. Sharp.
Thank you, Jazz Band and Mr. So. We have our chamber strings group up here. When Mr. So says that they're GNT, that means that these students had to go through an audition process to show that they had a higher skill level and a really good work ethic in order to be able to play more difficult music, but also just more music, because every one of these children are also in our regular advanced ensembles as well. So they're playing twice the music. So you need to have plenty of time and a lot of patience and a lot of dedication in order to be ready for that. Our chamber strings group has 14 students in it, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've got a slightly larger student who's playing along with us. This is Saisha Hai. She went here to Brunswick Acres and learned how to play violin here. Now she's in high school donating her time to playing along with us tonight for our chamber string and symphonic orchestra, because we have so many wonderful low instruments. We just needed a little bit more high sound to help balance us off. We're going to start out. Thank you. Give her a round of applause. We're going to start out with an American folk fiddle-feeling song called Hey Fiddle Fiddle. Our last piece is called Antagonist, and if we know anything about storytelling, do any of you guys sitting down here know what is an antagonist? Arvin? The main character that's good or the main character that's bad? Maybe not so good, actually. Not so good. Sometimes not so good, so there's some evil excitement about to come your way. for years, and even when I did, we had a program where students started in third grade. Sasha, you started in third grade, right? And that's in the third year, those kids were ready to play this difficulty. So you guys can clap a little bit louder. Because this is very short transition to help bring our next groups up on stage. So if you are in advanced band or symphonic orchestra, there's my symphonic orchestra people. It might be easier for you guys to come up orchestra through the back. Cafeteria steps, be careful. As you're moving, we have a lot of instruments. Come and find your space, and we'll finish at our concert.
Alrighty, I think we're all good to start. So, over here, right here on our right below us stage is our advanced band. We actually have some special guests joining us today. We have some fourth graders, and these fourth graders over there. We have Sharp, we have Anish, and we have Ethan. They were actually part of our band camp program this summer, and they were able to play their instruments this summer. You guys started this summer, right? Before you even met me, Mr. So, you played your saxophone, and they had a little bit of a head start to the year, and they practiced so much, they kept going ahead of beginning band, that I said, you know what, guys, you should play this first song with us. Our first song is Star Wars, our main theme, so we'll hear the melody go through many of our instruments. We're going to go through our flutes, saxophones, trumpets, and clarinets, and then we're going to go to our trombones. We also have another one of our music supervisor, Mr. Sears, a little bit of a big kid over here. Please give it up to Mr. Sears. Once we all go, we're going to start with some Star Wars.
We're waiting for the auditorium to be quiet so you can listen to them.
The next piece is going to be using some different instruments. A lot of it is going to be going up with this auxiliary instruments or special effects sound. So for percussion, we sometimes hit instruments, we sometimes scrape them, sometimes we use different types of sound effects. And once Mohamed's ready, I want him to showcase some of his instruments like the flexotone. You're going to cue this in this piece. It sounds like a cartoon, I tell our students. This piece is called Revenge of the Dust Bunnies. When dust stays put in your living room underneath your couch, sometimes it forms into a little ball, and you see it forms a little dust bunny. So this is the revenge of our dust bunnies. We'll have to see if they win or not. Oh my goodness, I mean, that was fun for me to conduct. I hope it was fun for you guys to watch. The vacuum cleaner by Lava was perfect. You guys have been working. I think you guys love this one over Star Wars, right? This is by far your favorite. They did such a great job. I am so proud of them. Great work. We're gonna go over to our symphonic orchestra with Mrs. Short.
Our first song that we're going to perform for you today is called The Abandoned Funhouse. And it's supposed to sound creepy and spooky. And to help us, we have two of our members in orchestra who also take piano lessons. Who are going to support us. We have Nudie playing the piano part and Gabby playing the keyboard to the sound of the shalets to help set the mood, spooky and creepy. Our last piece of music. I know there's a lot of fifth graders performing here. We wanted to give you a little bit of information about what to expect next, and even with our fourth graders, like what's coming next now that our concert's over. We will have lessons again next week, and probably that'll be the last week of lessons. We hope that our children continue to play throughout the summer and the rest of the school year on their own, and we're going to give them a little bit of music to practice for fun over the summer. Our fifth graders next week are going to meet with our middle school band, orchestra, and chorus teachers. And they're going to get the chance to meet with those people and share a little bit of their ability and their skill. Mr. Stowe and I will help them kind of focus in on picking about 16 measures of music from their concert that they can share with those people. that'll kind of showcase, wow, look at my skill level, look at what I can do. There are 3 orchestras and 3 bands in the middle schools, and they are leveled based on the child's ability. So this will give those teachers a chance to get to know our students and kind of place them in a level. We assume all of our 5th graders will continue to play next year, but if they aren't going to, please email Mr. So or I and let us know. That would be wonderful to know. You might have rented an instrument. Most all of our programs are lease-to-own programs, so we hope that you continue. What will happen is your rental company or leasing company will send you an informational packet, email, something in the mail, something like that, and it'll say, oh, you have some choices. You can purchase this instrument. You can continue to rent it, and at that point, they're going to say, you would want to, you'll start doing a monthly payment, or you can return the instrument. You can purchase an instrument, but probably not a string instrument, because how many of you guys play a full-size instrument? Only a handful. Most of them are still growing into that bigger instrument. So for the most part, it's best for us to continue leasing these string instruments until they're ready for that biggest full-size instrument. For bass, that's like forever from now. Sorry. For band, you might know, oh, my child really wants to play, and they'll offer you a discounted price for purchasing that instrument. If you continue to lease to own, they take most or all, depending on which company you're renting with, of your monthly payment and put it into like a savings account. Store credit, and you can purchase a new instrument when you're ready to. You have enough money saved up from those monthly payments. If you return the instrument, any money you've already spent renting it is gone. You've terminated your contract, and that's over. So we strongly recommend that you continue to rent, even if you're going away for the summer, because you've already made a bit of an investment. Each one of these instruments costs over $100 just to rent or more for some of our bigger ones for this year. And we hope that you continue to rent. If you have questions about that, you can email Mr. So for bands or me. You can call your rental company as well, and they'll help you with that. All right. Any other information? Oh, I did want to point out one other thing before we play our last song. My daughter Ella played in the first ensemble, the beginning orchestra on cello, and I forgot to acknowledge her, so she's going to stand up and give her a quick round of applause. Thank you, Ella, for joining us. She yelled at me in the last concert because I forgot to acknowledge her. That was the first thing she said to me after my last concert. You forgot to sing. Thank you. Our last song is called Rose Revenge, and it's a rock song. We hope you enjoy ending on a rock note tonight. They're amazing. Bravo!
Boys and girls, just a few words. I wanted to tell you how incredibly proud I am. I'm honestly completely blown away by the level of progress from your last concert to this concert. I know your parents saw that as well. A huge amount of growth. You sounded fantastic tonight. Everybody give yourself a little pat on the back. Very nice, welcome. It was really, really super cool. And our amazing music director did a great job of really providing some awesome music. That was really great. You guys were jamming out. Having a great time. That's what music is about, right? It's about enjoyment. We do it for fun. And I hope you guys all had fun. It was really fantastic. Thank you so much for all your hard work. For those of you that come in before school practice, that's amazing and so much dedication. And thank you for that. You learn so much through music, not just about playing. It wasn't to play an instrument together, but to play in a group. You have to learn to listen to each other, follow directions, and be a cohesive group, and that is even harder, so kudos to you guys, I'm so proud. A huge thank you to our two music directors, Mrs. Sharp and Mr. So.